Quiero decirte que te amo. Ya van segundos y te extraño. Que dure siempre esta casualidad. Es que los otros no entenderán lo que se siente ser amigos, ser tan buen amantes, baby, un poquito más. Que dure siempre esta casualidad. Es que los otros no entenderán lo que se siente ser amigos, ser tan buen amantes, baby, un poquito más. Entre las bromas, ay, yo lo sé, que te enamoraste y yo, bebé, real no soy perfecta, amor que me inyectas, no me dejas quieta. Soy tu bebecita, te espero ya mis páginas donde no están escritas, porque los dos contigo podamos pintar donde vamos a estar y nos va a encantar. Que dure siempre esta casualidad, es que los otros no entenderán lo que se siente ser amigos, ser tan buen amantes, baby, un poquito más. Que dure siempre esta casualidad, es que los otros no entenderán lo que se siente ser amigos, ser tan buen amantes, baby, un poquito más. Eres mis ganas de no estar con nadie más. Me pongo roja si preguntas cómo estás. Es que tus besos me saben a miel y toca tu pie también. Al corazón directo llegarás. Te quiero más de lo que quiero. Al final tengo un caballero. En mi vida no habían sido tan sinceros. Eres mi bandolero. Por ti mi corazón palpita. Siempre he sido tu chiquita. ¿Cuántos te amos van ahorita? Yo ya perdí la cuenta. Quiero decirte que te amo. Ya van segundos y te extraño. Que dure siempre esta casualidad. Es que los otros no entenderán lo que se siente ser amigos, ser tan buen amantes, baby, un poquito más. Que dure siempre esta casualidad. Es que los otros no entenderán lo que se siente ser amigos, ser tan buen amantes, baby, un poquito más.
I've really been addicted to you. All of my attention I've been giving to you. Caught up in my feelings, I got feelings for you. Caught up in my feelings, I got feelings for you. On my mind, I can't lie. On my mind, I can't lie. Pull you down till you dry. Pull you down till you dry. All the time, ease my mind. All the time, ease my mind. I know that you're dangerous, I'm addicted to you. I might rent the Lambo and go drive it like it's stolen. I've been living wild, I'm just going through the motions. Stumbling out the Uber, grab my hand, gave me the notion. Swimming in your water, but it feels just like the ocean. I can't lie, I've really been addicted to you. All of my attention I've been giving to you. Caught up in my feelings, I got feelings for you. Caught up in my feelings, I got feelings for you. On my mind, I can't lie. On my mind, I can't lie. Pull you down till you dry. Pull you down till you dry. All the time, ease my mind. All the time, ease my mind. I know that you're dangerous, I'm addicted to you. I was sipping Moet for 2 years straight to the face. Champagne belly bubbles still won't go away. Last year my best man hit a stain with bad face. Now he's gotta help behind the water's cold case. I wake up with pain sometime and never go away. Wonder why I bow down to my knees when I pray. In my city gritty, gotta keep it on your waist. Or you might be a victim, they'll find you DOA. I can't lie, I've really been addicted to you. All of my attention I've been giving to you.
Welcome back to another edition of the Morning Skate with the hockey coach, Euro coach FRENCHY, directly from the Sunshine State and Miami. It's a beautiful Tuesday, January 4th of 2022. Hopefully, everything's going well with you. Hopefully, you have an amazing, great start of your new year, 2022. And thanks to join us today. We have a couple of things going on around the show this morning. We're going to talk about the game last night. The struggle, the Edmonton Oilers. what's going happening with the Montreal Canadiens. It's called a series called the Let's Talk Montreal Canadiens. We're going to supervise see what's going on around the league. And finally, at the end, we're going to talk about the 8th game on the program tonight. Hope so. We get 8 game. You never know. With the COVID-19, some player could be out and then the game does not play. But overall, that's what the NHL are on the program tonight. 8 game on tonight. So going to see what's happening there. But we have to welcome everybody at the beginning of the show. We have a couple of new people. First of all, let's scout from Quebec, Mr. Alexis Tubic in the house. Then we have directly from Sherbrooke, dans la belle province de Québec, Mr. Nicolas de Goubi Bono. Le collaborateur, the insider, not only the Montreal Canadiens, but also of the warm-up show every day, Monday to Friday, 5 o'clock, the co-host, Mr. Inortap, and the house. Voilà, on a un alien ce matin. On a un astro-d'alien ce matin. Salut, comment ça va? Merci d'avoir arrêté directement de Twitch. Hopefully, tu vas très bien. Je te souhaite une très bonne année. Et merci d'avoir arrêté ce matin. Donc, don't forget, guys, to click on the like. That'd be awesome. Mr. Astro in the house. Ce soir, Alexis, ça va être les prédictions de la rencontre de Montréal Canadien. Why not welcome directly from Canville and Ontario is not late. He's at the beginning of the show. That's a great news to have him aboard. Mr. Dan Ogilvy and the house. Ça me fait plaisir, mon astro. Merci d'avoir arrêté. Je devrais y aller plus souvent sur Twitch. Pour parler aux gens, mais j'y vais souvent. Il va falloir que je règle ce problème-là très, très, très bien. Et directement de Vegas, de modérateur, de helper, de swimmer, de teacher. Directly from Vegas, the Golden Knights fans. Welcome back, Mr. Adam Burger. From the Finland. Il said moi, sometimes il said moro, and sometimes il said salut. Mais ce matin, il a dit moi. Welcome back, Mr. Yamo Vertanen in the house. Directly from New York, and North. Jose Duarte in the house. And then Alexis said, non, le Canadien ne joue pas. Tu as bien raison, les Canadiens ne jouent pas ce soir. Ils ne joueront pas avant le 12 janvier, January 12, the next game, Montreal Canadiens, at the TD Garden in Boston. That's what's going to happen about that. J'ai une question, coach. C'est quoi des analytiques Gordon veut mettre ça en place, scouting? Je ne suis pas certain de ta question, mais ce que je peux dire, ils vont engager beaucoup de personnes au propos des analytiques des joueurs de hockey pour les recruteurs. Donc, ils vont se servir plusieurs des analyses profondes, des analytiques des parties des joueurs de hockey durant la partie. Let us know, Yamo said. You're welcome, Jose. Yamo said, in our time, -8. Yamo said, let us know. By the way, in I-95 and Carolina yesterday, they have a big storm and it was shut down the highway for over 20 hours. I'm lucky. They are lucky they don't drive in Canada because it was not a big storm, but they blocked completely the I-95. Some people have to sleep in the car. And it was like the biggest news happening yesterday. So we wish the best for the people. If you are maybe in the storm, stuck in your car, maybe watching the Hockey Nation live show, We pray for you. We think about you. And hopefully it's not too cold inside your car. And that's what happened about that. -4, sunny in Ottawa. That's about 28. That's not too bad in Toronto. Pourquoi ils commencent déjà à recruter des joueurs? Non, ils ne recrutent pas des joueurs présentement, Alexis. Ils étudient les joueurs. Donc, c'est la différence, là. Ils ne recrutent pas déjà. Ils étudient les possibilités des échanges, des joueurs, des prospects, des affaires comme ça. No Son Yamo said, c'est quoi les sujets à 5 heures ce soir avec les Notap? Ce soir, Alexis, ça va être les prédictions des parties. On va voir les 8 parties ce soir. On va voir aussi les nouvelles de la journée dans la Ligue nationale. C'est ça le soir. RJ Calabro in the house. Oh! Always sometimes, guys, you have some people, I like their last name or the first name. I like to create some name, and you always remember those names the way I pronounce them. But he's back this morning because he's one of them, like Frank Zalazar or Yamo or some other people. But we have Mr. Joseph Ferreira in the house. Pas vraiment, Alexis, pour l'instant. On a déjà parlé de ça hier soir, donc on va passer à l'étape prochaine. Je vais en parler dans une couple de minutes. À propos des Canadiens de Montréal. And after try to get together, you and coach, I to Roger, I Danny, Kelly to go de Madarien. That'd be great aussi. C'est la musique que tu mets à la fin du show. Ben, cette nuit, elle a joué dans mon rêve. Ben, bonne celle-là, mon Nicolas. Non, la vidéo va sortir ce soir ou demain, Alexis. La 3e vidéo des joueurs de hockey de Montréal. Ça va être. J'avais 3 choses à regarder cette semaine. La 3e n'a pas été encore faite, là, mais ça va sûrement venir dans les 2 prochaines journées, moi, Alexis, à propos de ça. Yamo, Peyton Krebs, Alex Stock, and Anders B. Jorg have been placed in the NHL COVID-19 protocol. That's under the situation with the Buffalo Sabres. We have the Boston, Jake DeBrusk also got a COVID-19. You're going to hear more the news like that during the day about that. Where are you again, Jose Eduardo? North and New York, I believe, in Ottawa. I think my shake. So that's what's happening. Let's dive in right away on the news. Maybe try to shortcut the program today. I have you can see by my voice, I have I don't know, I have like une grippe en français. I don't know what kind of flu or I don't know what I have right now, so I need to fix it. But yeah, it is what it is. Hopefully I cannot going to lose my voice. Would you do, if you're the Oilers GM, not Tonawanda, New York, Jose said. Tonawanda, New York. Harold, first of all, welcome aboard. Great question. It's funny you ask this question, Harold, because this morning I was driving from the doctor appointment for my keyhole, for my shoulder. And we heard yesterday about Brendan Gallagher does not want to be a part of the rebuild. He want maybe to leave. He maybe want to go somewhere else, everything like that. And Gallagher deserve to pick his next destination. Okay, if Gallagher does not want to play in Nashville, but I think that's the right things for him. I think he deserves to go somewhere he want to be. We know he came from Vancouver area, British Columbia. And I was thinking, okay, Edmonton struggle right now. Edmonton right now have some problem from the intern. What I saw yesterday, guys, is the team is going down. The body language, the way they play, the turnover, the giveaway puck, the no effort. I see player like Dan and Nurse where I said, what the heck's going on? And I see a lot of things like that. So, they work. They not work enough. Because the system is not good at that moment. So I said, I don't know how they can plug it. I don't know what kind of player Montreal can get. But imagine if Montreal Canadiens trade Carey Price and Brendan Gallagher to the Edmonton Oilers. And in return, they're going to get some piece of the puzzle where they need money to open up those stuff like that. So maybe a Barry, a Kaskinen, a Kai Turris. So right there, you get about $9 million of that part over there. And then after that, yeah, but Montreal does not want those players. It's not a big deal. Kaskinen is leaving after that. So it's a giveaway to open up that trade over there. That's like an open door. And then in return, you can get maybe Alloway, Forberg, McLeod, Bourgault. Can they let Bouchard? I don't think so. I think that's the Bouchard, the ARD. They cannot let it go. So they maybe have other piece of the puzzle I don't have in front of me. But that's something I think that the Edmonton have to do some move. If not, they're not going to make the playoff. How hard it is. They're not good enough all as a team together. So that they have to figure out this quickly and fast. And the situation start with a goaltender. That's the first thing to set up after that. Now they can add a power forward like Gallagher after that, or a kind of player like this can join the top 9 over there. So I don't say they have to trade with Montreal. I think Fleury could be a great pick over there. I think a Strome in Chicago or a Kubalev or a Kusharev over there could be another pick over there. So it'll be interesting to see what they can do about that one over there. But that's what I it's funny you talk about that way over there, but that's what I was curious about, how they can do that one over there. Oilers fans always blame goalie, but sure they are other problem too. It's the one piece of the puzzle, Yamo. Honestly, this is a big piece of the puzzle, Yamo, is the goaltending. But that's something you have to figure out. Mr. Ross Stubbington in the house. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. That'd be great. We have 14 people and we have only 10 likes. Here we go. The likes won't turn around. I turn my head and the likes turn. Hey, we got a like. Who did it? Who did the like? Don't forget to click on the likes. One in Toronto, two, I think. Yes, I don't know. It is good food. About that, look like my timing is perfect. Andy Kuivula in the house. And then we have Mr. RJ give all the information about tonight. Coach, what game do you do tonight? The Calgary Flames versus the Tampa Bay. Again, the Florida Panthers, guys, 7 o'clock live streaming tonight. We're going to go that. Maybe Carter Savoie. Alexis, I don't know what this one. I never bought into Nurse price for Nurse trade. I don't think Kelly would be willing to buy McDavid because he's not a skilled guy. But again, Gallagher, the only thing I would say is a little bit dangerous for Edmonton, Renault, is they have an Ironman. I don't know Gallagher is a solution for them. Honestly, I'm not sure they would go to Gallagher. I think they could maybe go with Chariot and also Price at the same time. And Edmonton, this is again a Ken Olin problem. He's a part of the problem. But if you follow my YouTube channel, guys, I have a poll. I ask you guys who is the biggest problem for the Edmonton Oilers. Toffoli to Toronto. No, it will not happen. Hey, guys.
You are awesome.
She's back. Thank you so much, Miss Kelly. Yes, any news on Matthews? Matthews will be on the protocol 19. Start yesterday for 5 days. So from Monday until Sunday next week, he cannot play for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Kelly, that's the news we have about that one there. Ça peut être un cadre Savoie dans le trade? Non, Alexis. No. After that, we have I have too many computers. I use the wrong mouse. RJ said the Jet Coyotes at 9, 10 o'clock. The Nashville Coyotes, that's another big game tonight for the Golden Knight. And the Nashville on the road, so it'll be interesting testing for that one. I'm not sure what's happening. Kelly is on the COVID protocol. Where you from? Renault, they should ask for Anderson if they need power forward or Toffoli for skill. If they want a cheap younger with upside. I don't think so. Jeff Gordon is willing to trade Anderson. I think they are a piece of the puzzle. They can open up the door to Toffoli. Possible. Drouin, I think they will keep him, Drouin, until next year. Matthews testing positive. Aaron, good morning, directly from Houston. The retire, the man of the man, the New Jersey Devils, Mr. Joseph Lahan in the house. No, it's not only the goaltender, of course. But, again, that's the biggest problem. Yeah, I said to you yesterday, Koskinen opened the door. He go behind the net. He give the goal à Lafrenière. What happening? The momentum change. That's just simple like that. A momentum changing. And when you see those goaltenders for 2 years and on the bench, the players look each other and he will say, here we go. Again. It's just the mindset. It's just the mindset. When you have Georgiev make an amazing, great save with a glove against Connor McDavid, everybody on the bench are screaming, yeah! That's what I'm talking about. That's what you need a goaltender, those kind like that. That's why you need a goaltender. Because it's a story. They gave him a game after game when you gave 1 goal, 2 goals. And that's when you have a bad slump. You have a slump. And then it's going to be more oversee and more comments about those kind of the performance. And you can see Mike Smith before that game over there, before Koskinen. You can go after with Skinner. You can go with again Koskinen. And we see this for 2 years. They were looking good yesterday, all year last year. Yeah. But when it was the playoff, what happening? Mike Smith gave goal. And that's what is the thing. You have to be sure they have a good, solid goaltender. McDavid, Tresselol cannot carry on the puck. And you see right now, I see Leo Tresselol right now upset. I see him bother. He has some things going on with Leon Tresselol. If you watch him yesterday, he's not happy over there. Yeah, something bother him over there. I don't know what I will say to you. What he can do about that. I knew he was going to the end up there. He did the PCR. C'est un prospect avec le Scott Savoie. Yeah, but before him, Alexis, ils ont Holloway, ils ont Bourgault, ils ont des défenseurs, Borgberg. Every time. It's what he started like the Golden Day. It's terrible. Exactly about that. That's what happened. Okay, tomorrow game Edmonton, Toronto. Only 3 games tomorrow or 2 games tomorrow. You're absolutely right, RG, about that one there. We're going to do Edmonton, Toronto tomorrow night, guys. So that's what we're going to do. Price Chariot will go. Yes, I agree with you about that. I agree, but I don't think the Golden Day is terrible. It just is not great. I think it's really not good over there. And I'll be honest with you, it's terrible over there. For me, it's like open up the door all the time, and you cannot do that. You have to be sure. And they gave $4 million to Koskinen about that one over there, so that's not right there. Until they don't fix the goaltending situation, you're not going to win. If you leave Koskinen there, Mike Smith there, this thing don't go nowhere. And you have to have a chance over there for sure. I'm going to do. Yamo, are you again this week? Me and the fantasy. Adult Price play this season. Me too, Aaron. I don't see him. Anyway, it's not looking good so far for that one. I don't say il cannot be dans l'échange, Alexis. C'est juste que les joueurs, d'après moi, ils vont regarder des joueurs plus talentueux que Carter Savoie. Exactly, coach. Mike Smith has yet to play more 3 game because he always let in the early first goal. No, he come back, Mike Smith, from injury, and he got 2 games. The first game was not too bad. The second game, it was terrible against the New Jersey Devils. Pittsburgh at ton mock draft is too early, Alexis, pour l'instant. Price is one of those goalie players on the bench. Say, here we go. We let the soft goal again. It's so enjoy to play with Matthews and McDavid and McKinnon. You hit the nail on the head, coach. Is the mindset and accelerate the goaltending. More to be sure tonight on the warm-up show. Coach, what is the trade deadline March 21st? Hello, Corey Hill, directly from Ottawa Senators. There have been measure of ice issue and inter certain teammates. That's one of the things could happen. Personally, not mixing with American players. Talking Renault about Tressolol. If you are Vegas Bergy, en Finlande, moi. C'est quel type de joueur qu'elle recevoir? C'est un joueur qui a du potentiel, mais je ne sais pas s'il va être capable de rester dans la Ligue nationale. Point 1 vers point 8, Avs should move even in hard to acquire Tressolol. Now, Renault, yeah, but don't go nowhere. Interesting comments, Harold. I would like to hear your thought on Tressolol. I have some issue with teammates. Paul had heart Senator fans. Another team struggle also, like the Montreal Canadiens. Today, many players on Yamo. That's true about that. If you have a fantasy hockey, you have a plot plus. Here we go. Let's charging about the next subject. Cole, do you see any big trade coming? Je ne sais pas, Alexis, encore, pour demain. I believe me, Patrick Laine is going to be traded. I feel like the Columbus is going to be a seller, and they're going to trade Patrick Laine somewhere. I don't know where. But he become, again, one more year RFA. And I think they can get a couple of players in return. I don't know where. But I think that would be something I would be not be surprised if the Columbus Blue Jackets make a trade over there. I'm talking about big trade, the big name like this. And Montreal, Ben Chariot is everywhere. So Ben Chariot will be gone in Montreal. Can they add Gallagher? I wouldn't be surprised. Price? I don't know. I would not go that way. Fleury is another one who will be traded the next couple of weeks. I wouldn't be surprised. Kleinberg and Dallas, that's another one I'm looking for. Lingholm, Anaheim, I have to figure out who they keep or they don't keep in Anaheim. They have Manson, Lingholm on the UF3 next year. Then the next one I would say to you is San Jose. And I don't know how they can do that. But they cannot lose Thomas Hurdle. But he's to become a UFA. So, the Bergeron, the Letang, the Malkin, the Giroux, those kind of players, because their team are going to be in the playoff, on the race on the playoff, I don't see they way a big movement over there. But if you look in general, those kind of players, that's what I would say. I don't see Chicago trade Kane or Taze. Like Nashville be set. Seattle, they want to keep Giordano. Can they trade Don Scoey? I'm not sure about that. It could be another one over there. Los Angeles, it's not a big trade in Los Angeles. I don't see like a big trade over there. Islanders could be very interesting. Islanders could be someone they going to maybe plug something at some point. Can they let go Bouvillier and Montreal? I don't know. That's something we have to look about that one over there. The Rangers. More I'm thinking, guys, about the Rangers. I think Montreal can have something in return for the Rangers. I think they could trade Chariot and Gallagher in New York. And in return, you get Schneider and Grazov. But they don't want to give Schneider. You have to think about this in New York, guys, because at some point they have Jones, they have Lundqvist over there. They have 3 young players at the defenseman. They have to be stuck at some point, and maybe they'll open the door. I think New York, if they want to get a good push, maybe they need a guy like him. I think Chariot going to be increasing the defensemen where they don't have enough with Nemeth and Jones over there or Check. So I think Montreal have a couple of good pieces of the puzzle. My problem with Florida Panthers, they don't have enough to give back against Chariot. So I don't know yet about that. You know, that would be interesting to see that about that. Let's move on a little bit more here. Tu fais quoi demain? Corey Brooks, VOR. I'm not deleting them today. I just take a nut because after that I can block her like I can block them after that. So it'll be interesting to see that. Laney to Montreal maybe. I don't think so. Interesting coach on Laney. Yes, it was came for the North School in Finland. It was not Finland. It was somewhere else. And they would be surprised. Not say they will, but it was a name was like, something like that, they will maybe step up with it. Trussell and McDavid have been frustrated with the lack of the effort from teammates. They have a step up and blast. There's been an ongoing issue. Aral, yes. But between you and me, Aral and Andy Koivula, sometimes you cannot look at what you have on the bench. Sometimes you have to accept the situation. But I feel this is coming from the top. And the top does not a good job at some point. I can assume something you did, but we'll see. Coach, I love you, me caricature. Yeah, my ball, Coach Frenchy back in the house with a hoodie. I always wear when I coach a hoodie, a red hoodie, and the youth travel. That's another story. Coach, the Oilers do not have a minor league goalie. They can pull up only Scanner, but not good enough. We saw him a couple of times. They blast them. Is almost ready. Primo is almost ready. Primo, I think, another year in Laval. That'll be interesting about that. Skinner is not ready. I will offer 2 first-round picks, cold coffee, and 240 for Trussell. They won't let it go. Renault, you can give him 5 of them. And the reason why I would say to you, Renault, is the problem with that part over there is the contract of the Trussell is one of the best in the NHL. So I think they will not do that, everything. And when you think about this, that's not help at Edmonton. Cole Caulfield is not good enough. 240, you need a center. And the 2 first-round pick, now they're going to get Shane Wright in return and maybe Connor Bedard. I would maybe think about that if he was officially that direction over there, Renault, at the end of the season. And I will twist the Montreal Canadiens for that one over there. But if you go that way over there, you lose Connor Bedard and you lose Shane Wright or you lose Kiki or something like that. I don't think so. That's good for the Montreal Canadiens to get only Leon Draisaitl about that. I think if you have a Montreal Canadien, you need the next couple of years you draft pick. If not going to work. Rumor with Claude and the Ottawa Senators. Do you think Ottawa Senators do a trade with Philadelphia on the trade deadline? No. I believe Ottawa Senators should not do nothing. Ottawa Senators, guys, it should only wait for the draft next year, helping your prospect to go up, everything like that. And because Claude Giroux does not help anything. You don't trade to make the playoff. Ottawa is far to be there. Increasing your players, your Pinto, your Backstrom, your Norris, the Ketchuk, the Pedersen, and teaching them to learn about that one over there. And for me, I would not do that. Claude Giroux, he wouldn't. What Claude Giroux would do in Ottawa? You're going to pay him $8 million for what? And Ottawa's not going to make the playoff. So what's the point to have Claude Giroux at that moment? Right? Sometimes you don't buy the problem to other team. You go away from the problem. So Ottawa problem is the Edmonton problem. Who's the goaltender over there? That's the problem. Montreal, what's the problem? The goaltender. One piece of puzzle is the problem is the goaltender. We don't have Carey Price anymore. Or Jake Allen was sudden. Yes, but Jake Allen not going to carry on you all year long, 60 games. Right? So it's a coach, a goalie is so important for the team can try to win. It is. And check, all the team are good. You're going to see that. Most of them have a great goaltender. Coach, a lot of talk today on TSN about Price. They think they will move is no trade close to go west, but Abs will have to retain 50%. You think it's going to go? Yes, possible, Johnny. What I'm surprised is nobody saw the condition of Carey Price. Nobody see what he looked like, how good he's back, everything like that. 50%, that's a lot of money. It's $5 million per year. So it's a lot of money for that one there. I still believe Carey Price could be moved at $4 million or less per year. But I don't know how they can go there. If you go to the West, who are they? Vancouver. They don't need Price. The only one over there is only Edmonton. If you look about this, it's only Edmonton. He cannot go. Now, can he go in Minnesota? I don't know. But again, Minnesota is going to have a problem with the trade deadline with the money the next 2 years. So I have no many team in the West can have Carey Price, only Edmonton. So I don't know how they can fix that problem there. Now 50%, that would be, Edmonton would be happy to do that. Can Montreal can do that? I'm not sure. Uramanap and Anderson with 2 first-round picks for Dressalo. But again, what Dressalo will do with no players around him, Renault. You told me you want to rebuild. Now you try to rebuild to get Leon Draisaitl. You don't rebuild with Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl by himself does not work. So you gave, again, a possibility to get Connor Bedard, and you gave a possibility to give Shane Wright. Only Bedard is already better to Draisaitl. Only Bedard. Only Bedard. Only Bedard. Do you think his son will be back to Toronto? I don't think so, Jose. It's not good enough for me to be a part of this NHL at that moment. Okay, thanks, guys. Ross, is Schneider good? Yes, he talked about Schneider for the Rangers. Really solid, physical defenseman for sure. I heard this morning, Coach Marcel's career may be over. He has a nerve damage on his left eye because of that skate that went across his face. Wow, that would be a big loss for the Vegas Golden Knight. But that could be, sad news for the Vegas for sure. Renault, no chance Oilers make that trade. I don't see how they will trade Draisaitl. You know what I mean? Like, what's the purpose to trade Leon Draisaitl? You go to pack everything on the forward, but you don't have no goaltender. You don't fix what you have, you asset. You don't fix your problem. The problem is not Leon Draisaitl. It's not Connor McDavid. It's not Hyman. It's not Bouchard. It's the goaltending situation. So it's like you're just changing the wheel and turn everything. It's not fix anything. You not trade those kind of players. Renault are way too much. Left key will be well in Edmonton. What does it fit as a trade? I would say that I would keep always Lehkonen and Montreal if I was Montreal Canadiens. I would never trade Lehkonen. I would build a team around Lehkonen. You don't have enough Lehkonen in NHL as the bottom 6. As the bottom 6. You don't have. You don't have. 31 team in NHL would like to have Lehkonen. What? He cannot score. Not important. You need those kind of players when the playoffs show up. You need those kind of players when you need a PK. You need those kind of players with vision. You need those kind of players with IQ. You need those kind of players for work ethic. I'm telling you right now, everybody would take Lehkonen. For me, I will never trade Lehkonen. Draisaitl is good, but he has his issue. I would stay away from him. Put me in, Coach GB. Welcome aboard. Draisaitl has been personally offended by his teammate. He went out like Anthony Brown did the other day. But if he wants to, if he act like Anthony Brown, I would never want a player like him inside the team. Never. And he should never play in any team. He should be reject. The hockey should reject a player selfish like Leon Tressolder. If he's like Antonio Brown. So mental illness is the problem. Selfish is the second problem. Me is the third problem. You don't need. If that's the case, Edmonton Oilers never going to win at any moment because those kind of cancer are going to destroy a team. So for me, never. I don't want that kind of players on my team. I don't want that. On parle des Canadiens, on en parle souvent, mon ami Alexis. Others are willing to long for a coaching chance like the Canucks did. But again, who's going to be the goaltender, GB? Bring Mike Babcock example over there. All right? Who's going to be your goaltender? Mike Smith? Koskinen? Passions, all we need. Ottawa, great comments about them, about that. Ottawa is ready to do damage on this year playoff. They should buy players. They're not going to make the playoff. I don't know. I know. Ottawa is far to make the playoff. I don't know why you going to buy players to make the playoff. It's not coaching, GB. They have 4 coaches in 6 years. Av should loan Price to the Senator and then recall him after the playoff. How do you see Ottawa in the playoff, Renault? They are like... right now, Ottawa guys are 20 points with 29 games. Right? The next team is 34 points with 28 games. So Ottawa is 14 points behind Boston on the wild card, and they have 1 game to play. So it's possible to be 16 points behind Boston and the wild card. And so, yeah, but the one. Now, let's go on to another division. They are 41 points. So how can you thinking Ottawa can make the playoff? You are right, coach. Others outside the top few players have the most positions. Have the most Canadian player right now. Price to Colorado Avalanche. John Witchell, thanks for joining us this morning. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. That's not a bad idea, John Price in Colorado. I feel like Colorado is going to do something at some point. They need to fix a couple of pieces of the puzzle over there. Some mentioned Chariot over there, so I don't know why. But I think Alan Barnes in the house. Price for Emrechek. Jose Tressler is a star. Alexis. People need to think about cap space. I want to first repair a job possible for the club. Edmonton should go after Lenny and Columbus GB. Just patch them up and they are good for another couple of seasons. Abs, GB. Ottawa Senators will just keep Price. Are you kidding? Ottawa, thank you. One Murray, maybe. Mitchkov as well. It will be interesting. By the way, him and Bigal are the first one. And we forgot Pancini behind that. Is it Pancini? Or Passili? Or Passicili? In Ottawa. We have 3-1 over there. Maybe not behind like Bedard. But if Passili would be on that year, it would be number 1. So it'll be interesting. The idea in Edmonton is to help at 29. It's 97. I will agree with you. Others will pay for Hyman. Leave laughing now. I don't think so, GB. It's only $5 million. It's 5.5. You have already 11 goals, Hyman, and with 20 points, GB. So 5.5, I think, when you think about this, they gave $2.5 million to Nick Ritchie and Toronto to be the one who take the spade at Hyman, and they have only 1 goal so far. So I think Toronto will take him all the day at $5.5 million. But again, for me, it's not overpay Hyman at that salary at 5.5 for what he bring on the table. Lehkonen is good. 4, Lehkonen does not much on the team. Oilers did not overpay for Hyman. Here we go. McDavid body language, when his contract end will become a leave. I don't know why you guys sent to McDavid and the Toronto Maple Leafs. How they can afford a $15 million when you have Matthews, you have Tavares, you have Marner, and then you have Nylanders and the rest after that. How can you fix? It's not the first time I saw that. He won't become a leave. How he can be a leave? I don't get it. Like, how the salary cap. Hyman not overpaid, just the long contract is positioning great this year compared to Galley. It costs less. I agree with you, Renaud, about that. Have a good day. Good day all around. Queens 20 in the house. Trussardle and Nurse threw punch a few years ago. OnePlus is looking bad this year so far is Nurse. About that, GB, that would be all right. 26 Leafs sign Matthews and McDavid fill it in. Does not Montreal ownership only one French player? No, I don't think so. This is, again, it's another problem for the Montreal Canadiens fans. The fans in Montreal control the team in Montreal. It's the fans. The fans tell the Montreal Canadiens what they want. And one day they're looking red, the next day they're looking blue, the next day after that they're looking yellow, the next day after that they want green. So they repaint the puzzle all the time. And they are never satisfied. That's what are the Montreal Canadiens fans. So everything happen in Montreal, most of the time, is because the Montreal Canadiens tell them, the fans, what to do. But they don't take a blame when they make a mistake. They blame over and they are more negative and they shoot down the people all the time. But you fans tell them to Montreal, we want Louis Leblanc. You tell them, go get Kokanemi. Not Kokanemi, you tell them we need a center. So Matt Bergeron, what he did, he get the center. Like, you tell them what to do. And then you don't like a player, you scream to him, the Brisebois, and you can go all the way like that one over there. And that's all he does over there. Now it's Dominic Champ. He does the Thunder is Dominic Champ. Now they're going to trade. It was Michel Terrien. That's not good advice. After that was Claude Julien. The fan was upset about him. Now it's Dominic Champ. It's constantly that way in Montreal. The fans are never happy. They are not grateful to have a hockey team. That's good enough. They have to win only, win only. But you have no French Canadian, now they're upset. Oh my God, we don't have. We have David Desharnais. And that's the point in Montreal. The fans are controlling the destination of the Montreal Canadiens, unfortunately. I wonder if Montreal would be interested in Laney. The problem over there, and there will be the money over there. Now, the good is because that's not a bad idea, honestly, when you think about that. How they can, get some money in return, everything like that. Yeah. Right wing. It's not bad, Andy. Very smart. Ottawa Senators not make the playoff. John, I agree with you. That would be good. Get rid of Marner. About that. Don't you remember 2015 when Ottawa Senators does make the playoffs? Strange thing happen every day. I think Lenny will never be a good all-around player. He's a special talent, score goal, but overall game will be end up down. I agree with you, Yamo. I think his biggest enemy is himself. The only thing I would say, Yamo, for Laney, he need to be with someone. He friend with him, he trusts him, and this kid around him can put Laney accountable. And the only one I see so far is Barkov. I may be crazy here, I may be all the map here, But I really believe it could be that kind of players could helping Laney to have a better career in hockey. I don't know, but that would be something to look at there. Ross, I wonder Gordy Orr would say about today player being so selfish. I don't know, Ross, but I think it would cost $10 million at least to get Gordy Orr, maybe $15 million because he was one of the best in hockey, Ross. Lenny also need good center, a hard-working another wing, Yamo. Richie is a trouble. Yeah, I agree with you, Jose, about that, Jimmy, with that money. Trade coach, score goal, leave contract in 2025. I think Tavares would be traded before his contract expires for cap reason. Yeah, some point possible. Drink hot and tea, water. Coach, yeah, I will have two of them. Fleury will start Tuesday with the Avalanche. Yamosel, Fleury is back. And this most big leave contract in 2025, McDavid in 2025 too. Yeah, because Matthews too. He is there for remaining his contract as a captain. In our top, talk about Tavares. In our top contract in Renaud Tavares as an NMC is not going to go anywhere at all. Pourquoi do they keep putting Oshie on ER? It could be injuries, could be COVID-19. It could be like way over there. I'm not sure what he got now, but it could be this. Saint Dauphin and promote T to the top 6. Saint Dauphin just got sent back in Laval this morning, by the way. Jean-C Bastille to the top 6. Renaud? You see GS there to the top 6 in NHL because he's always hurt. How far would Charles Hudon have make it if he was getting the same percent as Drouin par le attempt on ice time? Because nothing, Renaud. Charles Hudon have all the chance in Montreal. He never did it. And if he was good, the way you talk about this, Renaud, is why he never find a job in NHL. When he was on the waiver, why he did not pick it up. You have to go explore his career in Europe over there. So, for me, that's another one over there. See? Why we don't give a chance to Charles Hudon? Why we don't give a chance to the French Canadiens? Why we don't give to David Desharnais? And that's the point. No, they don't get it. They did not get it. He have a chance. Many games, many times. He did not produce as the top 6 over there. And it's not like compare. It's not about, hey, wake up. I can show to you game after game, Charles Hudon, he was not good on defensive side. Charles Hudon, he was not good enough. His skating, it was not good enough. His heart could be good. His desire, it was pretty good. He wanted, but again, the speed, it was not over there. And also, his defensive side, it was maybe worse as Jonathan Drouin. GB, and they will still have the sign Campbell. If Matthews leave for Arizona, then maybe. Campbell is what, $6 million in 5 years at the open market. Renaud, I agree with you about that one over there. Anytime, anywhere, Renaud, that's a great point. The cap should go up 2 and 4 years. Yes, GB, it's confirmed. Campbell left Toronto, is not going anywhere, GB. I will be a deal about $5 million, GB, to Campbell stay in Toronto. But Renaud is right about that. I will see a 5-5 GB between Campbell and Toronto. If Melnick leave from Ottawa Senators to somewhere else, then would Ottawa Senators make the playoff? Not allowed. Not this year. Barca would be a great fit for Lenny, but I was thinking Gerard Galland maybe get more from him. I'll be honest with you, Andy, I don't see that. You have a coach can have that kind of motivation, Tortorella. And Galland right now, you can see is really this. He asks a lot, and I feel like Laney is not a type of player like Galland likes. I could be wrong, But Ghana likes Wakitik, the good row, the nose, right? The nosy player, the guy go there and everything like that. Eleni, I don't see that. It's a peripheric, top circle, one-timer shot, everything like that. And I don't see that kind of play he would like to get. Second, at time, Tim Horton with Fleury this morning. See, Leaf does not win at the last round. The playoff manner in Nylander will be traded. I don't see Nylander go nowhere. GB is too much important, and now Marner could be a piece of the puzzle for sure. Freely game. Leaf can offer a huge bonus. You don't have a good time, and we have another one over there. We'll take a note about that one over there. Senator would thank now for better. And 2 years, GB, I don't know about this. What it could be. Donc, on va voir ce côté-là. Okay, guys, 53, we did not go nowhere yet. Don't forget to click on the like. That'd be great. And let's dive in right there. Like we do when we change the graphic, we ask those questions over there. Who is this players? Anybody want to know who is this players? And if someone find it, we're going to move on to the next picture. Who is this players? Guerre, Danny Guerre, and the Coach Frenchy, no. Bob Gainey, Ozzy said, Danny Guerre, said Ross, no. Well, we have a winner, and again, Mr. Inotap got it. Booz Boudreau is the winner of that picture over there. Let's move on here. This is not an easy one, guys. Not an easy one. A goaltender for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Here we go. Yaga, Doug Keaton. Save the cab. You're absolutely right. It was Bruce. The Keaton said Cloutier. GB, you're absolutely right. It was Bruce Boudreau. Jose Eduardo said Dalbot. Daniel K has 6 points on a game with only 12 minute night. He passed the eye test with the stick around longer. Hosher insight knowledge. That's a Jofa helmet. Yes. Who is the goaltender? Boucher. Legacy. It's the hardest name to spell. And I'll tap. Boucher, Nicolas. No. All right. John Graham. John Graham is the goaltender. And let's go for the next one. This one is easy one. If you know hockey, but you have to be old like me. The next one, Tokarski Smith. No. And who it is players? Very easy, guys. 1960s. Or maybe at the beginning of 1970s. Who is this players? Here we go. One more to go. Right by Strom. Mr. Johnny Golden. Mr. Johnny Golden got it really perfectly great. Congratulations, Mr. Johnny Golden, to get it. Roberts, not that. Oh, Roberts. No, it was Ralph Backstrom. I know your story there, but this was an amazing story happening with a Seattle Kraken woman. and then saved the life of the assistant team manager of the Vancouver Canucks. This story was out yesterday, a couple of days ago. Great. And she got $10,000 check from the Seattle Kraken for her mid-skull. So great. Live sometime. It's not about the hockey only, but to have her did that, it was awesome to do that. I want to go quickly about the Montreal Canadiens. Let's talk Abs. I want to mention to you happening this morning. Dauphin, Hillis, Velgemo, Yellownen, and Schuneman are all returned to Laval Rocket this morning. And they keep Harvey Pinard, Belzile, Poulin, Bezzetta, and Cole Caulfield. So 5 of them are out, and 5 of them stay around the Montreal Canadiens. So some of them will be maybe on the taxi squad. Why, coach? Because the next couple of days, everybody on the COVID-19 are back, like the Petrie, the Romanov, everybody else. So I just want to mention this about the situation for the Montreal Canadiens. The next one I want to talk about this is also, hey, coach, this is Sweden team, the Frontlander. Yes, because look, as a defenseman, they call this the backar. The backar is the defenseman. And Norlander is right there with Christian Folin. If you remember, Christian Folin played for the Montreal Canadiens. But again, Mathis Norlander started to play with the Frontlander. Where is Edmondson? Edmondson got a COVID-19, so he does not play at that moment. So Norlander is going to play his first game right there with a Frontlander. So I just want to mention to you about him over there for that team. And then I want to mention this to you also. But this was Gallagher about the fact he's looking maybe to get trade at some point. And look like many teams in NHL looking for him too. So maybe he was looking for to go somewhere, what he looking to get maybe in Edmonton or somewhere else about that. The situation for the GM is still working. What are you talking about? But Dash, Luengo, and I missed someone else. All the team they works for, they agree to let the Montreal talk to them. So Dash, the Tampa Bay told to Montreal they can talk to him. Same thing with Luengo. Florida Panthers told him not a problem. So who for me right now, I really believe Dash could be it could be the GM of the Montreal Canadiens. That's my feeling I have for that one over there. We have also an 8-game tonight. Boston, New Jersey, really interesting to see that. Florida Panthers, Calgary, really good one. Tampa Bay against Columbus, Detroit, San Jose, Chicago, Colorado, Winnipeg, Phoenix, Arizona, and Golden Knight. It'll be interesting to see that again. The Nashville, and then Anaheim have to get out their slum against the Philadelphia Flyers. So the Flyers are still on the West Coast for the last couple of days over there. That's the 8th game. Last night, Edmonton lost 4-1 against the New York Rangers. Strom have 3 points. And again, another, the Edmonton are 2-8-2 in the last 12 games. And that's the reason why they struggle at that moment. So it'll be interesting how they're going to do that for sure about this. And then we always finish at the end, guys, with a quiz, the Frenchy quiz called the Under Over. And let's try with this part over there, if we can do that. I tried to get the song over there. Montreal should be careful with the taxi squad. Anything could end up picking them. No, Corey, about that. Fallen should-il avec Frontlander? Yes, Nicolas. Dicky Moore, Renault. Corey, not a problem. Every player going to taxi squad have an exception. You don't have to be on the waiver list, Corey. So it's not a problem. And then, right now, the Montreal send back the players because they was at the taxi squad. That's not a problem. Luc Robitaille, Laval is away. Renault did the top pay NHL player make more money during the late 90s. Guy like Joe Kelkett, Super Mario. No. About that. The first question of the day, we talk about Jacques Lemaire today. Jacques Lemaire has a head coach with the Montreal Canadiens for 2 years. He coached 97 games. Do you believe he got 50 W as a coach between the Montreal Canadiens? This is the question of the three of them. Who has it? Under or over? Do you believe he got 51 or 49 or less? Don't forget to click on the likes. That'd be great. You are on the clock. We have Keaton over. Joseph said under. We have Andy over. Nicolas said under. We have Corey Hill over. Ross said over. Steve G said under. Thank you, Steve. Anybody else? Jose said under. And now tap. I don't know if he's around. The clock is done. We'll go to count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the answer of that one, guys, is under 48W. Joseph, Nicolas, Steve, and Jose got the first question with under. Congratulations of both of them, for all of them. The next question, guys, is going to be Renault. Yes. The next question. Do you think Jacques Lemaire did shot 3,550 times on the goalies during his career of 12 years and 853 games? Do you believe he shoot over 3550 or less of 3550? Here we go. We start now. Under or over? Everything after the Keaton. Over. Nicolas. Steve G said over. Corey Hill said under. Thank you. Jose Laham said over. Thank you. Andy said over. Thank you. Ross said under. Thank you. Renault said under. Awesome. Jose said over. Thank you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer, guy, is over 35-52. And the first, we have 4 ties so far: Joseph, Nicolas, Steve, and Jose. And Andy Kouliva is at 1 at that moment. They are the only people as are on the board. Well, one more to go, and that's the last question. Jimmy Carlson played for the Detroit Red Wings, but he played also 84 games with the Edmonton Oilers. Do you believe he did 100 points and 84 games with the Edmonton Oilers? Over or under? Here we go. Very important. We have 4 ties right now. Can the 4 come back together or one of them get out? Who's going to play a perfect game today? Andy Kouliva said over. Wait a minute. That came faster. Ross said under. Renault said under. Jose said over. Renault said over. Curry said over. Jose said over. Renault said under. All right. Renault is up and down. And Ross said under. Corey Hill said under. Steve G said over. Joseph said over. Nicolas said over. Joseph said under. Joseph said under. Jose. Steve G said over. Nicolas said over. Corey Hill said over. Yep. Got it? Here we go. The answer on that one. But we have 4 winners. But before that question, possible. And now we have only 2. So 2 of them are right and 2 of them are wrong. Are you the one said under or are you the one said over? Because the answer on that one, guys, is over 103 points. He did an 84 game. So this, guys, make, of course, for the long time, Nicolas Bono win today, and Steve G are the winner of the contest under over. Joseph, Andy Coivula, Jose are 2 good answers. Renault and Corey Hill have 1 good answer. They are the people on the scoreboard today. So congratulations, Mr. Nicolas and Steve G. Great performance, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. That's complete, guys. Another show of the morning skate with the hockey guru, Coach Frenchy. This complete also be back at 5 o'clock today, guys. We'll be back with In Our Tap for the insider of the warm-up show for the prediction. 8 game on the program tonight. But before we leave, we want to remind you one more thing.
You are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you.
Thank you again to watch again another morning skate with the hockey coach, Coach Frenchy. Before we leave, we want to remind you, of course, don't forget to click on the likes. And finally, have also an amazing, great day. But be well, be healthy, and don't forget to dominate your day. Have an amazing, great day, everybody. À ce soir, mon Nicolas. I think a shootout, Ross, 0-3. Have a good day, Joseph. 2-3. But I got it. Jose, 2-3. Ross, take care, my friend. Andy Guigula, 2-2. That's not the first one. Andrew can run. Have an amazing, great day. Andrew, we miss you, buddy. Day from Barry. Don't forget to click on the like. That'd be awesome. Reality, don't want another surprise. Just let me be. Oh, oh, oh. What do I know? What's going on now? Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I let go? I do really want to know what's going on now. Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I say so? Started. Don't like the feeling that I've been fooled, deceived, and so misguided.